and blessings, beautiful souls. How are you? I hope that you're doing well. Hold on, let me lean you so that the video isn't bouncing around. Oops, I meant to clean it. That's better, nice and clear. So it's late at night. It's currently 11:39 at night, and I've been sitting here at my computer and I've been talking to a lot of people, and it's quite late, so I'm not going to be on here for a very long time, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I've just created a little read-a-thon. There's a lot of stuff going on with people at the moment because of all the difficulty that is taking place right now. And I noticed there's a lot of resources being released at the moment as far as books are concerned because of, like, you know, self-isolation and all of that kind of stuff. So to make the most of it, I already run a book club over on Patreon, and it's a really fun place. We do a lot of buddy reading. At the moment, we're buddy reading. Where are you? The Diviners by Libba Bray. It's a chunky one. But I've got about that much to go on it. It's chilling. It's delicious. It's magical. It's diviners, magical abilities like psychometry and some others that haven't been quite discovered yet. And anyway, we're having a really great time. So I've put together a little read-a-thon over there. It starts on Monday. There is a public post on Patreon if you wanted to check it out. And there's some prizes. I'm pretty good with my prizes, actually. I get pretty proud of it. So I've got some prizes going up for those who participate. We have a really fun community environment going on there. We have a Discord channel as well when we buddy read. And that's a really fun place because people, you know, drop their thoughts and interact about the characters, and it gets really fun and exciting. And we're trialing that out. I've only just rolled out that kind of buddy read Discord channel with our last book, which was The Guinevere Deception. But since then, I have read The Guinevere Deception. I've read The Merciful Crow. I have read The Merciful Crow, Guinevere Deception. Yeah, Guinevere Deception and The Merciful Crow. And now I'm reading The Diviners. So can you send a link to the Discord server? It's up on... It's up somewhere. I don't know how to use it properly. That's the fun part about it. It's up on one of the Patreon posts anyway. So it's a really, really fun one anyway. I'll have to create a public one because the one that I've got there is private to the book club. And I'm mentioning it here because we may be using it if you want to participate in the read-a-thon. The read-a-thon starts on Monday the 23rd, and it goes, which is the day before my youngest daughter's 5th birthday. Little Aryan that she is. I'm so excited for her birthday. I went out today. I braved the public. I've been self-isolating, and I braved the shopping centre today, and I was very nervous, and I took my hand sanitizer and everything because I do have a cough, and I was just terrified to cough in front of another person through fear of judgment. I don't have coronavirus. I know this. I'm already coming out of my little cold that I've had. But yeah, it was a funny thing, and I got all of her little birthday presents, and Mary Ostara. Yes, I'm feeling like a really creative kick. For me to be up at this time of night fiddling around on my computer, it's usually because I'm up to something and I'm motivated by creativity to do it. I've never hosted a read-a-thon before. That's why I'm so excited, and I wanted to share it because this is like my first read-a-thon ever. And I've got some magical prompts there. Scribed or Scribd, depending on how you pronounce it, is running a 30-day free kind of period. And so they've got audiobooks and comic books and sheet music and, you know, digital books and all sorts of books. And I thought, since there are so many great offers at the moment for free resources and things of that nature, there's always a little catch with those free resources, but for the most part, there is a lot of inexpensive resources. Places like Book Depository are having sales. Book Outlet is also having sales. There's lots of places having sales because it's like a time to read. You can't leave the house. You know, all things are very stressful. So you can sit at home and watch TV all day long if you want. I'm not that type of person. I can't sit down all day long and watch TV. I can only watch TV at the very end of the evening after I've done all my reading that I want to do, and then I'm looking to go to sleep, in which case then I will watch TV, and typically I only get through about 15 minutes of TV. So I'm not a huge TV person. I can sit there and watch a whole movie if I'm really, really interested in the movie, but for the most part, I'd prefer to sit here. I was creating that readathon while I was listening to the audiobook for The Diviners, which is fantastic. The audiobook is just amazing. The audiobook narrator is incredible. She does a wonderful job. It's such an atmospheric read as well. It's a paranormal fantasy, and it has some really dark elements to it, I will give you that, but there is so much occult in there, and the occult information that comes through is exceptional. It is exceptional. And I've got to say, from one witch and a fan of the occult to the author, she's done a wonderful job. I haven't been able to pick up anything that I'm like, it's actually not true. You know, sometimes you get that and it's they've gone in that direction and you're like, actually that's not true. That's not true. But the representation of occultists at the very least, and magical folk and things like that is really quite good. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm putting together a little readathon. Kicks off on the 23rd, goes for 2 weeks. There's a list of prompts, there's some prizes to be won. We do a few little fun community activities there as well. There is a private Facebook group if you want to participate in the private Facebook group. And that's about it. I'm exhausted. I'm going to jump off now because my eyes are just wanting to close. So I know that I'm exhausted. And since I've been sitting here, I'm almost finished my audiobook. I'm almost finished. I've been sort of toggling between physical read and the audiobook. And I've driven into the city today, so I got a heap of audiobooking done. It doesn't feel right calling it reading, but it is reading, I suppose, except it's listening. Anyway, that's happened today. So I managed to go into town a couple of times today. I've gone into city and then back, and then into local town and then back. And that gives me time to read today. So I like to make the most of it. I don't like to waste my time at all. So if I'm waiting at a reception for whatever reason, like waiting to see the doctor, waiting to see the accountant, whatever, I'm either listening to an audiobook or I've got a book in my hand. And I did the funnest thing the other day. I bought book sleeves. I don't have any book sleeves, and I'm tired of trashing my books because I stuff them in my bag. Another neat trick that I do is put them in the sort of the magazine, not the magazine part, but the compartment in the door of my car. But it's a rainy place, Tasmania, so every time I open and close the door on a rainy day, I'm just like, my book! So I've decided it's time for me to just step it up, because I do like to take a lot of care with my property, and the idea of books being damaged by rain or, damaged in my bag, it actually makes me cringe. I'm not the type of person that dog ears my books. I don't mark them. I don't annotate them. I don't do anything like that. I've managed to read all of this book and I haven't even properly cracked the spine. Look at that. It looks like a brand new book because I take such good care of it. I haven't been very vigorous with it either. And I've mostly audiobooked it, although I think I have read probably about 10 or 15 chapters, all up sporadically, but it's been a busy month. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. I've had some wine. So I've sat here, I spoke to Gordon, I spoke to Alora, drinking some wine, listening to my audiobook and creating. So it's a really nice little Friday. It's also the equinox, and happy equinox to you. I always find that I get really creative at this time of the year, so I sort of start to come alive a bit more. And so I'm really looking forward to sort of embracing some of that creative flow. And I'm just very excited. I'm super duper excited. So with all of that said and done, beautiful souls, I'm wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Take care of yourselves, and really actually take care of yourselves, and be kind to one another. And I'll be speaking to you again soon. See ya.